Love Hotel spoiler. Shannon Beador found love on the show. Shannon Beador was beaming with happiness in her latest interview, and now we know why. The Bravo housewife is getting ready for the premiere of her new show, Love Hotel. While doing press for the dating series, Shannon shared a spoiler that has us even more excited to tune in. She admitted her venture on the show was a success because she left the island with a hot new man on her arm. The 61-year-old was single for a year after her split from John Jansen and a DUI arrest that led to a stint in an intensive outpatient therapy program. After getting her life back on track, the mom of 3 was ready to find love again, and she did. Shannon Beador shares a spoiler about Love Hotel. We had every intention of tuning in to Love Hotel to see Shannon Beador anyway. However, after she dropped a spoiler about the show, we're even more excited to see how this plays out. In typical Shannon fashion, you can expect some tears and a bit of drama, but it was all worth it in the end. During an interview with Entertainment Tonight, that RHOC star spilled the tea on what viewers can expect. "Did you walk away with some love in your life?" asked ET's Bryce Sander. "Yes, and by the way, there are other people on the show, and that's that, but I did," responded Shannon. "I did walk away from the show with someone, and I'm not the only one that did." The RHOC star has some ideas for season 2. Shannon had fun on the show for obvious reasons. However, she also confessed it was a welcome change from the Housewives drama. "It's so different than the Housewives," she explained. "I had support with the girls there. We laughed a lot, and it wasn't all drama-filled. The show will not be void of drama, but it seems that RHOC star formed a real bond with her castmates, Giselle Bryant, Luann de Lesseps, and Ashley Darby." After her successful stint on Love Hotel, Shannon has a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star in mind, who she thinks would be a perfect addition to season 2. "I would say Heather Gay because she's so much fun," exclaimed the Bravo personality. She also mentioned the cast from 90,210, seeing that all the diamond holders are single now that OG Kyle Richards has separated from Mauricio Umansky. "Beverly Hills, I think everyone's single," said Shannon. "Maybe just do Beverly Hills and Love Island. Forget what you thought you knew about reality TV romance. Love Hotel just flipped the script in a way no one saw coming, in a twist that feels part fairy tale, part fever dream." The Real Housewives of Orange County's Shannon Beador has officially found love on the show, and viewers are about to witness one of the most surprising and frankly heartwarming love stories reality TV has offered in years. When Shannon first checked into Love Hotel, insiders say she was skeptical, guarded even. Fresh off a rocky chapter in her personal life, she wasn't exactly banking on finding the one between a sushi-making class and a hot tub confession session. "I'm just here to have fun," Shannon declared with a mischievous grin during her first confessional, "and maybe drink a little tequila, maybe a lot." But the universe, and the Love Hotel producers, had other plans. According to behind-the-scenes whispers, Shannon's journey took a pivotal turn during a private wine tasting event hosted in the velvet-draped Rouge Lounge, an exclusive part of the hotel reserved for serious connections only. There, while sampling a 2014 Napa Valley Cabernet, Shannon struck up a conversation with Jake Collins, a ruggedly handsome entrepreneur with a penchant for dogs, dry humor, and women who know how to live. At first, it wasn't some instant, fireworks-blasting connection. No, this was something quieter, deeper. "It was like I could exhale," Shannon reportedly told a producer after their third date. "Jake gets me. And he doesn't just tolerate the crazy parts, he laughs with me about them." Jake, whose background includes a stint as a restaurateur and a wild youth spent surfing competitively, matched Shannon's wit beat for beat. Their banter quickly became legendary among the cast. One anonymous contestant joked, "They're like champagne and strawberries. You don't realize how well they go together until you taste it." The real turning point? A steamy scavenger hunt challenge that had contestants racing around the Love Hotel property completing tasks together. Shannon and Jake were paired by fate, or, a very mischievous producer, and what started as playful competitiveness morphed into something much more intense. Witnesses say they were spotted sneaking kisses behind a hedge maze, sharing whispered jokes during a cooking challenge, and even slow dancing under a gazebo, long after the cameras stopped rolling. Their chemistry was so undeniable that by episode 7, the other contestants began rooting for them. It's obvious, another cast member reportedly confessed. Shannon's smile when she's with Jake is different. It's not the posing for the camera smile. It's real. As the season barrels toward its highly anticipated finale, rumors are swirling that Shannon and Jake's connection only grows stronger. One source close to production spilled that during a special overnight date, filmed at the hotel's ultra-luxe lover's penthouse, Jake surprised Shannon with a meaningful gift, a vintage locket containing a photo of them from their scavenger hunt day, tucked beside a handwritten note that read, "Our adventure is just beginning." Cue the collective swooning, but it wouldn't be Love Hotel without a few bumps along the way. Insiders tease that the couple faced a significant test when a blast from Jake's past, an ex-girlfriend named Marissa, checked into the hotel halfway through filming as part of a truth or dare twist. Marissa's arrival stirred up old insecurities for Shannon, and sources say there's a tearful confrontation between her and Jake where she demands complete honesty about his feelings. Spoiler alert: Jake passes the test with flying colors. "You are my present and my future," he reportedly tells Shannon during an emotional rooftop dinner scene. "I never want to look back when I'm with you." By the time the final rose, or in Love Hotel's case, a golden room key, ceremony rolls around, there's little suspense. Jake, decked out in a sharp black tuxedo, gives his room key to Shannon in front of the entire cast, telling her, "Every crazy, beautiful moment we've had here, I want 1,000 more of them with you." And Shannon, fighting back tears, the good kind for once, she accepts with a beaming, radiant smile that fans haven't seen in years. "I came here thinking it was impossible," she says in her final confessional. "But somehow, in this crazy hotel full of cameras and challenges and margaritas, I found my person." Even more shocking, post-filming reports indicate that Shannon and Jake are still going strong months after production wrapped. They've been spotted together in Newport Beach, dining at cozy seafood restaurants and walking hand-in-hand along Balboa Island. Friends close to Shannon reveal she's happier than she's been in a long, long time, and that Jake has already met her daughters and won them over with his down-to-earth charm. Could wedding bells be in the future? Some insiders whisper that a Love Hotel spin-off focused on next steps for successful couples is already in the works, and that Shannon and Jake are at the top of the producer's dream list. One thing is certain, Shannon Beador didn't just check into Love Hotel looking for love. She found it, she fought for it, and she's finally embracing the happily ever after she deserves. And we'll be raising a glass and maybe a tequila shot or two in celebration. Would you like me to also write a fun preview blurb that could tease the next episode showing Shannon and Jake's big moment?